Do you love Amanda Bynes? I do. I love the movies that she acted in. And, she lives a more private life now with her doing the nails and this and the third. But I thought that we would come together and talk about the movies that she's been in. Now, she only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 movies. So we're going to rank them worst to best. So the movie I would have to rank in ninth place is Charlotte's Web 2. Like, I don't really care for like the animated Charlotte's Web. I like the one with Dakota Fanning in it. Like, I don't care. So her character, she played Nellie. She was one of Charlotte's daughters. And yeah, I'll give this movie a 1. Like, I didn't really care for it. Sorry. So in next place is Robots. So in Robots, she was a plucky yellow tomboy robot who is Fender's younger sister. Now, I haven't seen the movie in a while. I mean, I own it on like Blu-ray, but right here, I really don't have any memory of that character. So that movie, I'll give it a 4. Like, her performance in that movie was good, but I'm gonna give it a 4. So the next movie that I would like to put is Love Direct. So in Love Direct, she was one of the main characters. So with her, she is an 18-year-old fan of Jason Masters who travels to the Sun Village beach resort with her best friend Ryan to earn money for college. I feel like I've seen this movie one time, and it was a very, very long time ago. I have no memory of this movie, so I'm just going to give her performance in this a 4. Okay, so the next one we're going to talk about is Hairspray. So on Hairspray, I'll give her performance a 7. And Hairspray, I remember watching this like once or twice. She played Tracy's best friend, and y'all remember Tracy. She was the main character. I'll try to put a little video of each of her performances. She was Tracy's best friend, a sheltered girl who falls in love with seaweed despite the disapproval of her stern, devoutly religious and racist mother Prudy. So she was dating a black guy, and her family didn't like that because, back in that time, they didn't do interracial dating like we do now, So, yeah, I'll give her a performance of 7. So the next movie will have to be Easy A. Okay, so in Easy A, she was kind of stuck up. Like, I feel like I should have placed her performance in this one lower. It was also her last acting role ever, because after that, things went downhill. So in Easy A, she played Marion Bryant, and Marion wanted her to wear the Scarlet A, and her character's crazy, but she gave, for that to be her last movie ever, she gave a very good performance. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5. So the next movie is Big Fat Liar. So in Big Fat Liar, she plays the best friend of Jason, who is played by Frankie Muniz, whom often talks into helping out with his lies. I'll give her performance in this an 8. She was always trying to get Frankie Muniz out of trouble, and she ended up joining him. And I think him and her, like, they felt connections or something. I could be wrong, but yeah, I'll give it an 8. So the next movie that we are going to talk about is She's the Man. I love this movie. I'm going to give it a 9, okay? Because she had to go in. So she went. So her twin brother, Sebastian, has to enroll in Illyria Elite Boarding School, and he was recently expelled. But he goes to London with his band instead. So Viola, Amanda Bynes, agrees to take her brother's place. And then, so like Viola, she goes undercover as her brother, and then she develops a crush on Olivia's boyfriend, this, that, and the third. But Olivia actually likes Sebastian, so they end up dating. And then towards the end, she gets Channing Tatum's character, which is Duke. So I'll give her performance a 9. So, ooh, these next two is so hard. So hard. So, Sydney White. I recently watched this movie again, like a week or two ago. So, Amanda Bynes plays Sydney White. And it's kind of a play on Snow White, like it's based on Snow White. So, Sydney White, she's a tomboy, and her mom died when she was like 10 years old, and she joins this sorority. But like this girl, Sarah Paxton, sets her up to like not even be a part of the sorority. Like she's always setting her up, and then she lives with these guys who we could consider the seven dwarves, and like they're nice to her, and then she starts to like this guy who was the prince. But the prince is like Sarah Paxton's character's kind of boyfriend, but kind of not really. And Sarah Paxton is basically seeking out revenge, and at the end of the movie she gets her revenge. But I loved seeing her in this kind of role, like the tomboy role. I thought that she did amazing, so I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. And in first place is What a Girl Wants. Like, I love that movie. That movie came out in 2003, and she played Daphne Reynolds. She was in the movie with Kelly Preston, may she rest in peace, Colin Firth, Jonathan Pryce, and this. So this film tells the story of a 17-year-old girl who goes to the United Kingdom to meet the father she never knew. So she never knew her father, and then she finds out about him, and she goes to London to see him, and her mom falls behind because she never really got over Daphne's dad. And like Daphne has this love interest, and of course there's a character always hating on her, this and the third. But I give it a 10 out of 10. All her movies, I would give them all in total like a 7 out of 10. But what is your favorite Amanda Bynes movie? Have you seen any of her movies? I wish her all the best in everything that she does, and that she stays okay. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time.